Hello everyone and welcome to a Visual Storytelling Podcast with me, Gary Fernon. The question for this episode: which would you be better off starting out with as a hobby photographer? A good lens on a mediocre camera or a mediocre lens on a good camera? In order to best answer this question, it will depend on the type of photography you're interested in. My initial thought would be to spend more on the lens over that of the camera body. So if we look at those individually, starting off with the camera body over lens. So if you were to choose this option, you have to first decide on why you chose to take up photography. Photography isn't a cheap hobby. So deciding on which camera isn't something I would rush into, but I accept you will be limited by your budget. Do you choose a crop sensor, full frame, or go mirrorless? Cropped sensor cameras can produce great results, and if you're taking photos for yourself as a way of documenting life or creating personal memories, then this type of body will be more than sufficient. You would also be able to produce a sufficient quality photo if you were looking to sell your photos, but I would suggest this is where the investment in a great lens comes in. The purchase of a full frame camera affords you more options with respect to increased performance with low light, so a better ISO performance, for example, and I would say that the same goes for mirrorless cameras too. Now, if we look at the lens over camera option, you first have to decide whether you'll be using a full frame, crop sensor or mirrorless camera, as the mounts are different and one lens won't fit all. This will also be the case with respect to which brand you choose. A good prime lens can be worth their weight in gold, so to choose a cheaper alternative would be to the detriment of the final image. Lenses are intricate pieces of kit, so I recommend doing your homework around which one would best suit your type of photography. My advice would be to figure out what type of photography you would like to do. If you're unsure and still finding this out, then I would suggest hiring a variety of cameras and lenses and testing which brand you feel more comfortable with. This will help you decide whether you want to spend more on a camera body or a lens. Now, to throw a curveball in there for you as well, it's worth considering the type of memory card that you will need as well, as the performance of this will have an impact on the experience when trying to choose between camera or lens. So hopefully this has helped and not added more confusion to the mix. And so until next time, be creative, be inspired, be you.